Alright, we're back. So we're talking about Athena Gibson. In 1950, Athena Gibson became the first black tennis player to compete at the U.S. National Championship. 6 years later, Gibson became the first black athlete to win a tennis Grand Slam tour, capturing the French Opening. Gibson won 5 single Grand Slam tours, and in 2010, a statue was unveiled in her honor on the grounds of the U.S. Open in New York. Bo Jackson, a two-sport star in professional baseball and football. Bo Jackson helped defy athletes in the 80s. A hip injury occurred while playing football derailed Jackson's career in both sports, and the glimpse of power, speed, and acumen were almost irrelevant. Jackson virtualized inspired future star athletes to compete as many sports as possible. Leslie, a three-time NBA Most Valuable Player and two-time NBA champ, Lisa Leslie is a pioneer of the women's pro basketball. A center, Leslie was a force on both ends of the floor, but proved to be equally resound off the floor. Lisa helped change perspective of female athletes by regularly modeling for fashion and returning to the court after taking time off to start a family. Maya Moore, after winning the Brevis championship in college and the WNBA, Maya Moore stepped away from the game last year to advocate for prison reform. Moore, a six-time WNBA All-Star, has also protested against police violence. Willie OReilly. In 1958, Willie OReilly became the NHL first black player. OReilly only played 45 games but still remained invested in hockey and grew diversity in the sport. Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds holds MLB records for the most career home runs and most home runs in single season. However, Bonds' legacy is complicatedly clouded by successes of performing enhanced drug (PED). For much of the 2000s, Bonds was previously figured clear of monumental athlete who stirred controversy over PED usage in professional sports. Curt Flood. Curt Flood fight to challenge ML contracts, paving the way for modern-day free agents in not only baseball, but all American professional sports. Flood believes contracts that bond a player to one team were unfair and took his argument to the Supreme Court. Flood was unsuccessful but inspired a new wave of athletes to push for and win free agents' rights. We're doing one more. Colin Kaepernick. During the 2016 NFL season, Colin Kaepernick, distraught by the history of mistreating against blacks and minorities participated by law enforcement, decided to kneel in protest during the pre-game song of the national anthem. I'm not going to stand up to show pride in a flag for a country that oppressed black people and people of color. Cameron said. Kaepernick, who started in the Super Bowl only a few years earlier, was soon out of the league. Fellow NFL players believe Kaepernick was blackballed for speaking out, but his outspokenness continued on today, and he laid the groundwork for future waves of athlete advocacy. All right, everybody, thank you all for tuning in. So we did the top 12 athletes and spotlighted them. So we have part 1 of the first video. This is part 2 of the second one. This is day 7 of this. So we're going to continue this movement on Monday. We're going to be doing black-owned businesses as well as black billionaires, as well as talking about unspoken, or how I said, those who were not really mentioned a lot in the public eye. We're going to talk about Billie Holiday and the movie who played Betsy, and just capture their essence of that as we end Black History Month on Monday, everybody. So you all have an amazing and a wonderful Sunday, and I'll see you back here Monday to wrap up this series of Black History. And also, too, I mentioned that we'll be spotlighting every month, the first of the month, a Black History person of each month from the month of March all the way to December. So each month, for the first of each month, we'll spotlight an African American pioneer and hero that paved the way for so many of us. I love you. God bless you, and have an amazing and